Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I received a package in the mail that I ordered that I'm excited to share with you. So I thought we'll just open it up here. I'll try to get this loud bit out of the way first. It better be good in here. Oh, there's something else in here too. Tape. But this is what I was looking for. I ordered some tape. I didn't know it was in there. Okay. Look what I got, guys. This is a kit for testing your blood type. And I just thought it would be an interesting thing to do. I've never done one of these well, actually, hold on, I keep forgetting to take my Fitbit off. I did. I feel like when I was in elementary school back in the 70s, they used to have like a nurse come in and she would test everybody's blood type. And I'm sure that wouldn't happen anymore, but it was just like a fun activity to learn about blood types. But I don't really remember. I have a feeling I might know my blood type, but I'm not sure actually. I think when I was pregnant, they tested, I feel like. But anyway, so I plan to actually test my blood type. I think in order to do it, well, I'm pretty positive, I'll have to do a finger prick. So I'll let you know before I do it in case you want to not watch that. But I will give advice if you are a person who faints when you get your blood taken, like I used to. And my sister, she can just get the littlest prick of her finger and she faints. And she thinks it's because she can't lose any blood. But that's inaccurate. There's no way one drop of blood is making you faint. It's because she's looking at it or even just mentally knows about it. It can cause a drop, I think, in your blood pressure. So if you ever have to get blood taken, look away. Just try to not look anywhere near anything that's going on. Close your eyes, whatever. Anyway, okay, so I plan to do this in just a minute, but I thought we could first just talk about blood types and what they are and what they mean real quick. I've given some thought to how to best do this, but I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go with this yet. But I think that if we make kind of a visual, it's going to help to understand this better. Maybe. So let's just cut a couple of pieces of paper here. Okay, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's a spot there, it's bugging me. Okay. All right, so you will have, there are in the world, as far as I know, well, there is actually a very rare blood type, I think, but there are 8 blood types. Think about how I'm going to do this. So there's blood type A, And there are two types of A. And then there is blood type B. And there are two types of B. And then there is A, B, A, B. And then there's O. And there's basically two types of O. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking I'll do. I should have some pens that aren't whiteboard pens. I don't know how they work on paper. I guess it'll be okay. But we're going to take the A types and add some orange. Will orange show up? Hopefully you guys can see it. Orange polka dots to our A blood. All right. A gets orangey, orangey, orangey polka dots. Do you guys know your blood type? If you go to donate blood, they always say they'll tell you, but my boys both donated, and I don't know, they had to log into a website and do something, and they never did figure that out, I don't think. Okay, did I get all the A's? Yep. All right, and now let's do the color blue, maybe, yeah. Or should we do, maybe we'll do purple. Purple for the bees. So we'll put purple polka dots. Purple people eaters. I just talked about purple people eaters in a video I just made. Okay. Purple. About the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, and then these have B, so we'll put purple polka dots on there. Purple polka dots on that one too. Okay. And then some blood has a thing called an RH factor. Well, blood has an RH factor, I guess. And it can be positive or negative. P.S. Before I begin any of this, I am not any kind of medical expert at all. I looked this stuff up within the last hour, and I think I have a kind of grasp on it. So I wanted to share it with you before testing my blood. But I'm not, this is a jumping off point. It's meant to just help distract your mind. So it's not like if you are a phlebotomist and you're about to draw blood and you're using this, just don't do that. By the way, somebody who draws blood is called a phlebotomist. And one time, my friends and I, we were talking about how there's a need for people to come to houses to draw blood. And we were joking that we would have a bus called the Flobata bus and put a big, what do you call it, thing for drawing blood, a needle thing on the top of it. Anyway, okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about RH factor. Yeah, so I think the word is like rhesus factor, and it's a protein that's found on the blood cell's surface. So different blood might have different RH factors. And what that means is your blood is either positive or negative. Excuse me. So let's put positive, and we'll try to make it big enough so that we remember it. So you could have a positive blood. Okay, so there's A negative, A positive, B negative, and B positive. And then AB negative and AB positive. And then there is also O negative and O positive. That's not my best. Okay. And then these are negative, so we'll just put a little. Nope. I'm not going to make the negative huge because when I was kind of working this out in my head, I realized that we don't need to. I think we're not going to need to concern ourselves with that as much. All right, so here's why I did this. Because only if you go into the hospital and they say, oh my gosh, you need blood transfused, they need to know your blood type so they know what kind of blood they can give you. Because not all blood types go together. And they learned this way back. I didn't even study this part, and maybe we'll talk about it later. I'll do a little history. But I think like at first they were trying to just transfuse blood into people, and some people it would work and some people it was, bad news because it'll just not go together. So once they figured out blood types, then they could say, okay, now we know. So like this A negative can take blood from anybody. Okay, yeah. Who is just orange. See, now I'm like confused myself. Who just has orange dots. So he cannot receive blood from him because he's got a positive sign. He can't receive blood from B because he has no orange, he's purple. Can't get from B plus because that's all wrong. Can't receive from A, B minus, negative, because they have purple dots. And can't receive from AB positive because they have purple in this. So this guy can only get blood. Can't receive from O positive because he's got them. So he can only get blood from O negative or his own blood type. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let me just put this here. Okay. I need like a black pen. Hold on. So A negative can receive. How are we going to write this? Let's do it this way. Let's go. I need my ruler. Hold on. I see it. Okay. Here's our recipient. This line going this way. Our recipient. And then these guys are going to be the donors. Right? So we'll put O plus. I should have probably made this up beforehand. I'm not very good at making straight lines, so we'll see how it goes. B negative. Be positive. It's good. Try to be positive. That's like an old bingo thing, isn't it? When they'd go, you ever play bingo? They go like to be or not to be. What did we get? A negative. We need a positive, right? And then we've got A, B negative, and A, B positive. Okay, so A negative. Oof, this is the problem with these kind of boards. If you rub them, they come off. Okay, can accept from himself. My stomach's growling, sorry. And from O negative. All right. A positive. Oops. All right. A positive can take from A negative because he has the orange dots. See, he can't take his because he doesn't have the plus sign. But he can take from him because he's just got this bonus plus sign. But he says, oh yeah, you're fine. I can take yours. So he can take from his. He can take from his own self. Right? And then he can take from he can't take from B because B is purple. He can take from O negative. He can take from O positive because he can handle that positive. He can't take from this guy because he has purple. He can't take from him because he has purple. And he can't take from him because he has purple. See, so is this starting to make more sense now? So now we have B negative. Oh, don't be negative. Okay. B negative can't take from A. Either one because they have orange. Can take from O negative because he has nothing bad there, nothing that competes, or I don't know how you'd phrase that. Can't take from him because he has a plus. Can't take from him because he has a plus. Can't take from them because they have orange. Them, like ABs of them. Can't take from this one. Okay, so can only take his own B negative and O negative. Is that right? I think so. Okay, we'll move on to B positive. All right. B positive can't take from A because it's orange. Can't take from that A because it's orange. Can take from B negative because they're purple and the plus is just a plus for this guy. The negative doesn't. That's why I made the negative small, because they don't work against a positive, right? So he can take from this. He can take from himself. He can't take from them because they have orange. He can use O negative, and he can use O positive because he's got the positive. Yep, I think that's right. Okay. What are we at now? A, B. This one might be a little more complicated. Oops, sorry. All right, A, B, negative. All right, A, B, negative. Can take from A negative, right? Yeah. Can take from A negative. Check. Cannot take from A positive because it's positive. Can take from B negative. Cannot take from B positive. Can take from itself. Cannot take from the positive. Can take from O negative. Cannot take from the positive. So AB negative can take from O negative, B negative, A. Yep. Okay. I think that's. And then we have positive. Okay. Can take from A negative because its orange dots are fine. Can take from A positive because the orange dots are fine and the plus is fine. Can take from B negative because the purple is fine. Can take from B positive because purple and the plus are fine. My stomach's growling, sorry. Can take from A, B because it's all fine and it's just got the bonus plus. So A, B negative, sorry, can take from there. Can take from itself. Can take from O negative because there's nothing problem there. And can take from O positive. So A, B positive can receive from everybody. So it is the universal recipient. So if you have AB positive blood, you're pretty lucky because you can take blood from anybody in the blood bank. So that's a good one. But also, if you find out you're AB positive, sometimes they need something called plasma, and we can go into that in a different thing. But this is a universal plasma donor, so they really need AB positive people to donate plasma. That's just a side note. I gotta take a sip of water because I should have eaten. My stomach. Try to fill my stomach up. Sometimes I get into a subject like this and I forget to eat. I hope this video turns out good because I'm finding it super fascinating. And this worked out really well. Okay. So next, let's do O negative. And we'll go ahead and write O positive. Okay. O negative cannot take from A because it has orange. It cannot take from A positive because it has orange and a plus. It cannot take from B negative or positive, and it certainly can't take from these. Poor O negative. So it can only take blood from its own self. I mean, people like it. Okay, and then O positive can't take because that's got orange. Can't take it because of orange, purple. Can't take any of those. But O positive can get blood from O negative and also from itself. So we have AB positive is the universal recipient of blood. But then over here in our donor column, we have O negative, which is the universal donor of blood. So if you have O negative blood, the donor places are really going to like you because if you donate blood, they can give it to all the different blood types. So O negative blood is the universal donor. So this one is known as universal donor. He gets to give blood to everybody. And then AB positive is, we'll just put recip. So he can receive from everybody. Now the most common blood type, let me think about that for a second. Am I saying this right? Yeah, is O positive. This is the most common blood type. And as you can see, he can receive from universal donor or his own blood type. So because it's so common, they have a bit of a need for O positive. So if you find out that you're O positive, you might want to donate blood because there's so many people with O positive blood and they can't take any blood from all these types, only these types. All right. So, you don't really need to know your blood type until an emergency, I guess. Or if you want to donate, sometimes you might know, oh, they really need my donation. But they can use any kind of blood. So, like, there are millions of people with all these types of blood. Billions, probably. But the other time they might test your blood is if you're pregnant. And I honestly can't remember. I'm sure they did, actually. But if they find out the mother is an Rh factor positive, see, I'm not going to go into this because I'm not exact, and the baby has negative because you inherit your blood type from your parents, then sometimes the mother will produce antigens to kind of combat the baby's blood type that can cause problems. And so if they know that's happening, they can give you a shot that's like stops that from happening. But I'm not clear on any of that, and but there is something to that if you want to look that up a little further. But we're not here to talk about that. Okay, so hopefully that has made it somewhat more clear. So AB plus, universal recipient, O negative, universal donor. There are 8 blood groups. Your blood group is determined by genes that you inherit from your parents. I did read that type O blood may have less heart attacks from blood clots than the other bloods. But then I also read that they blood typed centurions, which are people who live to be over 100 years old. And a lot of them were, I think, B negative blood type. And I don't know if they know why. So I don't know. People say stuff about blood types. I don't know. And then AB negative is the rarest blood type. So there we go. All right. What do you guys think? Should we try this? I hope I have everything I need. Let's see what it says here. I hope this goes okay. You can't peel it off. Well, anyway, it says Eldon blood typing kit for testing of ABO and RHD blood groups. Easy, fast, and reliable. Okay, we shall find out. All right. Let me move this. And I'll move I brought myself an alcohol swab just in case I need a little prep pad. Yeah, like to know your blood type. I mean, I think of a hospital, if you get in an accident or something, they can test it in no time at all. So it's not something you need to know necessarily. Unless you're on like the battlefield, I guess. My son he does airsoft as a press correspondent. I don't know, I can't even explain. But he had like it's a type of airsoft where everything has to be legit. Like, I won't even go into it all, but so he made a press kit thing, and that's what brought this all up, because he texted me and said, "What's my blood type?" And I was like, I don't know. And so he just put a blood type on there, and I was like, you better block that out before you play, because if you actually got in an accident and somebody took it seriously and gave you the wrong blood, it could be bad. Anyway, okay. Oh my gosh. What is going on? What do we have? 2 yellow things. Some kind of... All right. They have given me an alcohol prep pad, which I have. Is there anything else in here? Nope. So this kit was $9.99 shipped, I think. Okay. Intended use. The Eldon Home Kit is a self-kit to determine your blood type inside the ABO and RHD blood group. Okay, blood grouping. We know all about it. Your genes determine your blood type. The dried antibody regions can be seen in circles on the Eldon card as spots colored green for anti-A, red for anti-B, yellow for anti-D. A control circle with a blood spot serves to verify the result is valid. Okay, I'm not good at reading directions. Materials required but not provided. A glass with water. Okay, I happen to have that. A clock or timer. Well, we're just going to guess. I have my phone, but I'm recording. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to have to. I know I can look at the time. I can look at the, what do you call it? Like the timer that shows how long I've been filming. Okay. Read the instructions for use thoroughly before performing test. Follow all directions. This test. Okay. Single use. Okay. Very good. Step 1. Separate the Eldon sticks into 4 individual Eldon sticks. What? Before any use. Use them separately for each circle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I better get all this stuff out of the way. Okay. Check. Done. Pull the yellow protective cap straight out of the safety lancet. Is that what this is? That was step 4. I was like, boy, we're okay. It's going this way. Isn't that odd? Don't they usually go this way? All right, sorry. I'm gonna try to do this correctly. Okay, step 2. Don't touch the colored reagents or card surface with the pipette. Hold the plastic pipette. This is the pipette. Vertically when dispensing a drop of water directly onto the colored region spots of each circle. Take care to avoid any mixing between circles. Oh, that's what the water's for. I thought it was for me to drink if I get faint. All right, so I guess we're opening this. They didn't tell us to do that, but okay. All right. Oh, it does say right here. See, I'm terrible at reading. Open the envelope, collect materials, and read instructions before you begin. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all that's in there. This is the Regent card. Okay. I don't want to do this step. Are they telling me to read the whole thing? Let's read it. Okay. Step 3. Take the lancet and twist the yellow protective tip. Pull the yellow protective tip straight out of the lancet. Okay. Be careful not to activate the lancet. It can only be used once. Okay. Clean your finger with the sterile swab. Let dry. Swing your arm to increase blood flow to your fingers. Okay. Press the safety lancet body firmly against the puncture site and press the push button to activate the device. Okay, so you're going to go, okay. Massage your finger towards your fingertip to increase blood flow. Maintain the pressure on your fingertips when blood starts to flow. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling faint already. I don't like the way this card is like not flat because I'm afraid a little blood's going to drip around. You know what I mean? Flatten out a little bit. Or at least be, not open. Anyway, okay. Repeat pressing until a drop with 3 to 4 millimeters diameter is seen. 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch. So what about that? But that's a big, I have a cut on my, I'm going to have to use a different let a large drop of blood fall onto the Eldon stick. Onto here, okay? Place the stick drop blood in the center of the first regent circle and leave it laying there. Oh. Blood shall touch the water applied in step 2. Take a new stick and quickly repeat steps 7 and 8. Okay, so one of these with blood on each one. Apply 1 drop of blood to each of the remaining circles using a new stick for each circle. Okay, stir each circle with its proper Eldon stick for 10 seconds. Spread the mixture of blood, water, and regent carefully within the entire regent circle. Take care to avoid any mixing between circles. Okay. And then it says, step 11, tilt the card to an almost upright position. Hold it for 10 seconds at each angle. Don't stop when you see the first reactions. The RHD reaction is often slower than A and B. So that's weird. So they're saying to do 10 seconds like this, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, and whatever other way I didn't go. Okay. So 40 seconds in all. Is that what I needed a timer for? I think we don't need a timer. We could count. Step 12, read the results, being careful to not touch the wet circles until allowed to dry. Note your blood type on the card. After the card has dried completely, peel away the enclosed protective sheet and apply it so you can keep it forever, I guess. Okay. I'm going to have to probably reread these. Okay. Don't touch the colored region or card surface. Hold the plastic pipette. All right, we got to get some water in our pipette. All right, water. Check. Don't touch it. Hold the plastic pipette vertically when dispensing 1 drop of water. Okay, so 1. Okay, we did it. Good job, guys. Next, why do we have 2 lancets? Is that in case we screw one up? Take the lancet and twist the yellow tip. This. Careful not to activate. It can only be used once. Okay. Twist this. Okay. Pull the yellow cap straight out. I'm starting to feel nervous. Okay. Clean your finger with the sterile swab. Okay. Which finger should I do? I'm going to do this one. Oh my gosh, sorry, my stomach's crazy growling right now. Clean your finger with a sterile swab. Let dry. Swing your arm to increase blood flow. Okay. Swinging. I'm swinging. Swinging. Okay. Press. I'm really swinging now. I'm still swinging. Press the safety lancet body firmly against the puncture site and press and push to activate the device. Okay, guys. Swinging, still swinging, still swinging. Feeling a little nervous, I admit. All right, I have swung my arm quite a bit. So hopefully we got some blood going. Okay, so. Oh, if you don't want to see blood, now would be the time to turn this off. Because I think the rest of the time there's going to be blood. So, click off now. I'll give you a second. I'm still swinging. Okay. Everybody ready? Here it goes. Doesn't matter which way I hold it. 2, 3. Ow. Kind of hurt a little bit. Okay. Now massage your finger. I'm like a vampire. I see blood and all of a sudden my stomach's really growling now. All right, massage your finger upwards to increase blood flow. Maintain pressure on your fingertip to increase blood. I think I got it. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so we get a drop of blood on there. Boop. Place the stick in the center of the first region circle. Okay. Boop. They make it look like it just stands upright. I'm just going to do the where they spread it around because it doesn't stand upright. Okay, one down. Next. Boop. Boop. Fill the whole circle. Okay, next. Oh, come on, you. I hope that was enough blood. I went outside the circle a bit. Let me get like a dollop of blood here. All right. I think I swung my arm around enough, that's for sure. It's just getting enough blood all at one spot. Hopefully that was enough. That's the control. I don't know. I hope that was enough blood. Okay, let me wipe this off real quick. Place the stick, Regent, laying there. The blood shall touch the water. Take a new stick. Quickly repeat. Yeah, well, using a new stick for each circle. Stir the circles with its proper stick for 10 seconds. Uh-oh, I don't know if I did. Spread the mixture of blood, water, and reagent carefully. Okay, and now we do the 10 seconds in each direction. I feel like it's going to flow off of here, don't you? Carefully tie reagent. Take care to avoid any mixing between circles. Well, if I lift this up, it's going to mix. I'm confused right now. See, I feel like these things I need a Band-Aid. They didn't give me a Band-Aid, those sons of guns. Hold on. Somewhere I have tape, but I don't know where it is. Oh, well. I would tape this on there. Oh, I just opened tape. Okay. Stop bleeding. Stop. Okay. What are they saying? You hold it up like this for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't hold it all the way up or it'll go all over. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. What do they say? Upright position almost. Wow. How would you do that? I just think it's going to flow off of there. Is my blood like more liquidy or something? Don't stop when you see the first reaction. The RHD reaction is often slower than the AB. Okay. Read the results, being careful not to touch the wet circles. Okay. I gotta get another pad, you guys. I'm like... You know, I thought about getting a Band-Aid, but I don't even know where I have any Band-Aids in my house right now. Never been like good with that. Okay, so what does it mean? Oh, here we go. All right, so what they're showing here is how to read the presence or absence of a big word. Here, I'll show this to you so you can see it up close. See how it's like polka dotted in the one? Okay. The presence or absence of agglutinates will show the blood type. Agglutinates may look different from field to field. See the example below. Oh, here. The possible combinations of agglutinates and the corresponding blood types are shown to the right. Any test producing a weak agglutinate must be repeated. If an agglutinate is seen in the control field, the result is invalid. All right, here's my control field, and it looks fine, even though I didn't get quite enough blood on there. I definitely have whatever anti-D agglutinate, but not anti-A or B. Okay, and here they show you strong agglutinate, typical, weak, no. All right, so I have no A and no B. No A and no B, but I do have D, and my control looks like that. So I am O positive blood. What? O positive? Huh. Wait a minute. That means I can only get blood from O negative and O positive. But I am the most common blood type. You know, it's interesting because I think that I was told I was O negative. So I always thought I was a universal donor. But it appears I'm O positive. What would O negative look like? Oh, yeah, I was expecting O negative, to be honest. Which would have been a bummer because you would have wondered if it was working right. All right, guys, I think that I am O positive, the most common of all blood types, apparently. Good grief. I'm like bruising up or something. Oh my god. Anyway, well, that was semi-interesting. I mean, I enjoyed learning about it. Yeah, that's what it is, right? Yeah. See O positive at the top. I think that looks just like mine. Yep. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.